Hello, my name is Teguh Imamul Azmi, matrix number CE180139.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Hamidun and my matric number is CE180194.
Hello, my name is Liang Karyan and my matrix number is DE180210.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ashika binti Shuib and my matrix number CE180061.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arisa Syahira binti Muhammad Saleh. My matrix number is CE180063. So today I would like to share about our project, optical communication project, which is design a fiber to the home FFTH access network based on GPON using two level of splitter in Taman Sri Sulong Batu Pahat, Johor. So for the introductions of this project, first, fiber optic cable have become more popular than copper cables. Next, fiber optic are the latest technology in cables or wiring system that allow you to get the more advantage. Next, fiber optic cables consist of pieces of plastics or glass to transmit the information, which is transmit data in form of light instead of electricity. Fiber optic cable carry communication signal using pulse of light generated by a small laser or light emit diode LED. Next, copper cable are mostly used in internet network for short distance transmissions, while fiber optic cable are in optical network for the long distance transmissions. So moving to the problem statements, there are 3 problem statements are detected in this project. So first is user demand the high and greater of data rates and download speeds. Next, copper wire are not suitable and do not meet the requirement demand of current communication system. And the last one is copper wire has limitation on transmission rate, which has less efficientness, which is transmission rate is 40 gigabit per second and transmission distance is 100 meters. So I will pass to my friends.
So there are 3 objectives in this project. The first one is to design a fiber to the home FFTH access network based on GPON using 2 levels of splitter in Taman Sri Sulong. The second objective is to sketch the location of splitters, closure, fiber access terminal and fiber cable path with a proper diagram. And the last one is to calculate the power budget for the proposed layout by using MATLAB code. So moving on is the literature review. So there are different passive optical network or PON standards that are used in optical fiber networks. And it is a fiber optic network system that provides broadband network access to home or company. And GPON is one of the numerous PON specifications. It consists of an optical line terminal, OLT, that uses a passive optical distribution network to link many optical network terminals.
Okay, I'm going to explain the methodology. In this project, the first step is to decline one location that we will implement the fiber to the home FFTH network system. We decide Taman Sri Sulong is a good location because the place consists of more than 64 residential houses and also near to the TM station which hosts the OLT. The maps of the location and TM at the figure below. First figure is map of Taman Sri Sulong and TM location, and the second picture is for plan location for optical fiber project.
So in our FTTH network design, we are using 2 levels of splitter. The first level splitter is 1 to 4 splitter, while the second level is 1 to 16 splitter. So combining all together, we get 16 times 4 is 64 output. We implement our FTTH network in Taman Sri Sulong since there are 64 available premise. So as you can see from the table, The FAT code stands for Fiber Access Terminal Code, represent the identity code for each customer premise. So we take few sample for the fiber loss calculation, which my friend will present later. So FL1 stand for distance between OLT and first level splitter. So the OLT is at the Taman Sri Sulong TM Center to the 1 to 4 splitter. The distance is all the same, 1 kilometer. So FL2 is the distance between the second level splitter and the FAT. The second level splitter and the FAT, the customer premise. TFL stands for total fiber length, which is combined from the OLT until the customer premise. So these are few examples taken from the network. Next, this table shows the parameter that we use in our FTTH network design. So the number of OLT that we use is 1, number of customer premise is 64 premise, cable loss is 0.21 decibel per kilometer, splice loss 0.003 decibel, connector loss 0.2 decibel, splitter insertion loss, which is the first level splitter, is 8 dB. The second level splitter is 14 dB, and finally the optical network terminal sensitivity is negative 26 dBm. So this parameter will be used in the fiber loss calculation, which my friend will explain later. So the classic splitter location is utilized in this project instead of central splitter location. In classic splitter location, the splitter is located near a densely populated area, and drop cable will go to every subscriber premise directly. So this is the diagram of classic splitter location. The advantage of using classic splitter location is it requires less fiber cable compared to central splitter location, since the splitter is located inside the central office. So it requires more cable to run directly to the customer premise. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zarafis bin Hamidon, and I want to continue our group presentation about the result. Okay, this is the circuit for fiber optical system in Taman Industri Sisulong. This is from OLT to the splitter, which is 1000 meter, and first splitter to the second splitter, number 1, which is 200 meter, and from second splitter to the user. The number of user is from number 1 until number 64. Okay, for the calculation, this is the formula to calculate the value of fiber cable loss, which is the TFL multiplied by the cable loss. TFL is the distance between OLT to the user. Then to calculate the total loss is FCL is plus the CL plus SL plus NOC plus CSL plus splitter loss 1 to 4, then plus splitter loss 1 to 16. This is the table after we calculate the value. For user number 1, the fiber cable loss is 2.2625 and the total loss is 22.4655. This is for the 1250 meter, and for the last user, which is number 64, for the distance 2200 meter, the fiber cable loss is 0.4620 and the total loss is 22.6650. Okay, this is the example that we calculate the value of fiber cable loss and total loss. The next is about the power budget. Formula to calculate the power budget is PTX minus total loss minus P margin. PTX is the power transmitter. Total loss is the total value from the fiber optical cable, and P margin is calculated from this formula, PTX minus PR minus total loss. PTX is the same value, which is the power transmitter. PR is the power minimum at receiver, which is in this project we using negative 26. Then for the total loss is the total loss for the cable loss. Okay, we using simulation to calculate the value of power budget using MATLAB software. Okay, this is the simulation using MATLAB to calculate the power budget, this is simulation, which is number 1 is the transmitted power, number 2 is the receiver, and number 3 is the loss. This is the input part, and the formula is this, the power budget and the P margin. Okay, from this source code we can run. Okay, this power budget analysis with loss from optical fiber in Taman Industri Sisulong. Okay, number first is enter the transmitted power, which is the value is 0. Then enter the minimum power that can be detected at receiver, which is 26. And the total loss for the user number 1 is 32.5076. From the input, we can get the value of P margin, the power budget. We can see at this, the power budget is 26. This is the equal to the minimum power at the receiver. Okay, this system is very good for the power budget for user number 1. Then we can also calculate for the another user, CLC. Then click run. The transmit power is 0. This is the negative 26. Then for the total loss for user number 64 is 32.6650, which is the last user, and we can enter. From this we can get the value of P margin is 3.3350, and the power budget is negative 26, which is the value is very good. From this, we can see that the fiber optical system in Taman Sisulong is very good, from user number 1 until user number 64.
So we can conclude this project has been designed as a fiber to the home FTTH access network based on GPON using 2 level of splitters in Taman Sisulong, which is 1:4 for the first splitter or first stage and 1:16 for the second splitter or second stage. The first splitter will be installed in the junction box for the splitter or fiber splitter box itself, while the second splitter will be installed to the end users. By design, this project 64 users will be served by the FTTH access network with GPON. Hence, the power budget has been calculated for the validation by using MATLAB. The higher power loss was 22.665 dB and get the good value for the power budget. It means the converters with the network and the fiber optic cable link can be last with the value of the power loss. Thank you.